That is the old kitten colour, yeah. I'll carry on, good work. If she's dropped it, it's yours to claim. You look wonderful. Cold Cuts, thank you for the raid as well. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully everybody's well. Did you have a good stream, Cold Cuts? I assume it was my winter car, was it? Welcome in, everybody. How are we? Satan, welcome to the stream. Alkarion, Solrak, Reek Dog, welcome to the stream. Kelly, how are we? Azar, good work on the shop gear. You'll see the car, don't worry. What do you mean, no camp day? What do you mean? Oh, damn, cat, this guy, honestly. Here I am complimenting him on his new colour, and he goes, today, we sort out the scrap pile. I have no money in this game, but there was an update. So, I don't know what's been added, and I don't want to know, by the way, everybody. This is a fully blind playthrough where I'm allowed no information. Show us the car, I want to see the progress and see it last. What percentage, everybody, do you reckon the car is complete? Also, I've got no fucking money today, so I'm going to have to think of some way to try and, grab it, scrounge enough to pay the bills. Maybe what we'll do is, while sorting the stuff out on the driveway, we'll wait by the phone and just pray. But yes, welcome to the stream. This is a completely blind playthrough, everybody. So, I'm not allowed any hints or tips or tricks or pointers or nods or winks or reminders or anything. 2% at best. I'm trying. I've also made a bit of a decision. I don't know whether this is right or wrong, so I don't want anybody to confirm or deny it. The hell was that noise? But given all of the issues we've been having with it, I think it...
More lucrative taxi jobs today?
No, I was about to say that. I think it might be time that I give up on my dreams of being a taxi driver. Bear, welcome to the stream, and thank you for it. Has it been 11 months, Bear? That's wild. 99, I was fixing to get married. You've been married 26 years. Shit. It is, it's 99. Do you want to see the car? Bear, I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream as well. Cold Cuts, thank you for the raid. How are we? I mean, I tried to make the taxi thing work, but I just, no matter what I do, even if I try and be a bit underhand about it, I just can't make the money. Soul Racked, there's your car. I'm currently trying to work out how the suspension works. We're slowly building it up, but I need an upper control arm on this side. I still can't work out what I need to get the wheels on, even though we've managed to get the springs and stuff in place. I'm working on it. But the main goal for today, actually while the sun's up, is this fucking scrap pile. You can't really see it right now because it's dark, as it always is in this game, but it's growing so much now that I can't even get the tractor out from the position I like to park it in. You're hopping off to not peek at too much, started to play through yourself. Good shit. Yeah, I appreciate the raid. Enjoy. Cold Cuts, thank you for the raid. Can't see shit. It's in there somewhere. The sun is coming up shortly, but I guess what we'll do, I need to put a pot of coffee on, so we'll start with that. Put some rather concerning morning music on. I don't know what I'm going to do for money. As you can see, I've got less money than I would need to, pay the phone bill or whatever. And I kind of need the phone bill to be ready and connected. Is this the Finnish national anthem? I need the phone and if I could get a phone call that somebody wants some logs, that would be perfect. And also, for those that didn't see at the end of last week, I might be giving up my life as a taxi driver. And you have to give it up, by the way, because if you don't do the taxi jobs, you get a phone call saying, we're taking the taxi off you. God, this is early morning music. What time is it? Let's go watch the sunrise while the kettle's boiling. Finished, it just started. So, thank good morning as well. Ooh, this is actually quite pleasant. What way am I facing? Southeast. We're not going to see the sunrise. But still. Oh, I just saw the sun peeking on the lawn. Actually, let's go for a walk round. See if we can see the sun rising while the kettle's boiling. I mean, I've just started Sothan, but I'm dirt poor. I feel like the sun rising in this game is the most beautiful thing in video games at the moment. Not that we get much of a chance to see it because of the tree line. I'm not sure if this is the finished national anthem. I like the idea that it is. Imagine that at the Olympics when everybody's coming out to their anthems that they think are really boisterous and celebratory, and the Finns are giving it some. Right, what am I going to do for money? Because I've got one shit suck in town, which I should probably aim to do. Been sucked in by No Man's Sky. That's some sunrises. Fucking No Man's Sky received another massive game-wide update, right? Say what you will about the launch of that game. Yeah, by the way, I am... sorry. As well as being a retired taxi driver, I'm also a retired sober person. Yeah, say what you will about the launch of No Man's Sky. They have given the people that paid $40 or whatever that game was at launch, let's say it was $100 for the sake of discussion, they've given them a full video game for completely free once a year for a decade. As redemption stories go. I've never played it Soul Ragnar, but I'm very well aware of it, and quite a few people here play it. I don't know why, I'm a big survival game nerd. Not that that's entirely what that is, but you'd think I'd have found my way to it at some point. I think I might have gone off sci-fi. Which is a sad thing to say. Say what you will about the launch of No Man's Sky, you can say a lot about it. Absolutely, that's why I kind of prefaced it so, because I imagine that... Because if you want to talk about a redemption story, you have to kind of skip past the bit where everybody talks about the bad thing at the start, right? So we can get to the redemption bit. I bought it on Xbox and Steam out of gratitude, even though it was free on Game Pass. Yeah, people are desperate for a way to throw money at developers at this point, right? Waiting for The Light No Fire. What, is that a sequel there? Or a similar type of game? I like this bit of music. Pan flutes. Alright, sun's nearly up. Once the kettle's boiled, then we've got coffee for the rest of the stream, at least. If you skip by it, then it's not so much of a redemption as an up-and-coming story. What I meant is at the start of a discussion about the redemption, if you say, let's take the problems at launch as read, then you can talk about the positivity, right? I've retired from one career and both kids are out of the house. I have old man money. They should have a donations page on their website or something so you can just throw money at them, right? Sea of Thieves is the same. I mean, it might have gone off the boil in terms of our personal tastes, but yeah, that was another one that kind of launched a bit thin. And went on to deliver 10 video games worth of amazing content for no extra cost for it. Right, I might actually have a few of them coffees. Yeah, let's have a couple of coffees now, just to get fatigue down to 0, and then let's start the big sort. I'm kind of concerned that I'm having frame rate issues because I've got so many car parts piled up. I don't know whether it might benefit me to make some kind of list for all the parts we have. Well, that would make sense, right? But where would I make the list? It's not like I can make it in the in-game notebook, because I don't think there's enough pages. Where could I store all of this that isn't round here? Because I think it's chopping my frame rate. There's so much. I could just lay it all out here, I suppose. Go store it on the lake so when the sun comes up. Right, what categories do we need in terms of sorting? I guess we can have body parts, interior, suspension parts, engine parts. We could even separate it out by engine part as well, right? Let's have... Or do I take it some... Like, where could I store it? I don't want to store it anywhere near the house, but I don't want it to be too far... I could store it in the woodshed, but then going and retrieving it, if it wasn't daylight, would be a pain in the ass, right? Because the woodshed is... It's not lit. You know, over there where the tractor is. I was going to say I could store it all in Uncle's driveway, because he's not using that, but somebody else has bought the house, I think, given the name on the... No, given the fact we keep picking strangers up from there in the taxi. Right, let's have interior stuff. That's interior stuff, this is interior stuff, and we'll put it a good distance away, right? See, there's loads of these, and they're all different. That's upside down, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad to be back to item management. So we've got... I mean, I could just dump all of this somewhere, right? That's a gearbox. Let's have engine parts here. Like, I could just find somewhere out in the wilderness and dump all of this, but I don't know whether that's responsible. And then I'll get to a point where I'm like, I might have this component that I'm lacking, but I don't want to walk too far. 6'4", gonna have to... I could put it by the boat, yeah. Yeah. Would that be far enough? I suppose that's about as far away as the woodshed, right? The thing that makes me sort of lean towards the woodshed slightly is it's a little bit FCI, right? I've got some storage shed where they're being kept dry. But then I'd go over and chop logs and my frame rate would go to shit as well. Did I turn the oven off? I'm panicked. Hang on. I don't want a rude surprise. How could I have like an in-game list of... Yeah, the oven's off. I could have made... What if I made like some sort of like Lux in Universe version of this? But instead of all of that, it was like a parts list. And I add stuff to the parts list when I find them in game, right? So we could somewhat make one of these, but without via our own experience. This is for the Satsuma, for those that don't know, from the first game, so it's completely worthless now. Well, I like that idea. Like, everything we learn will kind of make one of those lists ourselves. Not that I don't take on too much Doomhaus work, of course, but that's not a bad idea. Keaton, welcome to the stream. Then I could even make, like, mock-up chorus logos and stuff for it. I quite like that idea. Brake lines, exterior stuff. Where shall that go? I don't actually want to go too far this direction either, because I use this when I'm turning the tractor around. Fucking green door. I've bad experiences with green door. Let's put like body panels here. We can stack doors. The other thing as well, and maybe it isn't sensible to stack doors, because I'm kind of concerned that there's a, like, one of the things that kills frame rate is not only the amount of items in the area, but also whether they're like interacting with each other in a physics sense. Because look at all this. There's so many calculations being made every second by the game engine right now to work out where all this should be, physics-wise, right? I don't know, would that actually put any extra stress on your running of the game if there's tons of physics items all colliding with each other? I think so, right? You got a nice quiche. Nice Monday afternoon quiche. This sounds like a slop spoof this song. This is off the Doomhaus, not Doomhaus FM, it's off the actual in-game radio, Finland FM. An M&S quiche. Shit. You're eating most of our entire week's income there. No wonder you said it's nice. Okay, I might have to have a couple of these body panels stacked. There's not enough room in the entire yard for this. I mean, if these are the exception, then it's not too bad, right? We've got a couple of boot lids, a door, and a lot of fenders. Also, this music doesn't strike me as terribly 90s. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe the production or something. It doesn't feel very 90s. Am I... You know? Like late 2000s, yeah. Maybe sort of mid-2010s-ish. The style was around somewhat. But yeah, it feels maybe a smidge too modern. Right, brake lines there. We've got... They usually have a resting state where the calculations stop. Oh, they do? Oh, that's not bad then, I suppose. So if they actually do properly come to a rest, I suppose they're more likely to get to that rested state if there isn't a million interactions, right? But yeah. Okay. So this is all interior stuff, isn't it? Automatic shifters. Had the midwives this afternoon discussing the next steps. It's coming, kitten, it's coming. Could be worse, could be Dougie having twins. Not him personally, of course. Right, this is interior stuff, right? I think his wife's doing most of the work. This is more interior stuff, so we'll put like gear-related shit here. God, I was built for... Inventory management. It was always going to be a Stubler thing. Ventilation box. I think this is for ventilating through the firewall into the dash. Maybe. So technically, it's like inside the dashboard. So I'll put this here just for now, but we could be wrong. I obviously need to start building the car a bit more, so I know what all this is for. It's all spares, by the way, for those that don't know. 2 weeks fully cooked. I'm getting impatient. Get the fuck out now. There has to be, or I'm sure soon will be, if there isn't already, a place to get rid of this that isn't the flea market. I can't imagine the flea market is the only way to sell this stuff. Mostly because a lot of it, like the seats and stuff, are just simply not going to fit on the shelf, are they, in the flea market? It can't come soon enough. That's weird, look. So the automatic gearboxes obviously don't have as much gear data, to use a word that's clearly not suited for it. See, what's that, look? Well, they've all gone over that, yeah? I don't know what that is. What's that big swollen thing on an automatic gearbox? Like that big tank. Is there something on an automatic that I don't know about? Like, you can probably answer that, because that's not really my winter car related, is it? All these here. At least now I know what I've got, like, tons of duplicates of. So I don't have to, so I'm not keeping, like, single separate things. That's where the coins are stored. Interesting. Maybe I should keep all of this until I've confirmed that the car runs, right? Once we've got the car running, then I don't need to worry too much about wanting something from this pile and not having it. Max Evo, welcome to the stream. There's a filter and a valve body. Is there an extra fluid that automatic gearboxes need that manuals don't? Obviously, I'm talking in a more general sense as opposed to my winter car sense. Interesting. I'm just in pain and tired of living with the is it time every time she moves. But yeah, as I was just saying, I don't really want game information, if that's all right. I'm playing blind, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I was kind of more interested in the general sense. I didn't realise automatics ran like that. Right, this interior, there. It's a boil, is what it is. Is there anything in life more painful, 50% painful and 50% satisfying as popping a boil? I know there's downsides to doing it and everything, but there's something so satisfying about the way those big fuckers go. Wow. Used to get them a lot from driving tractors. Old vibrating seats and stuff. Joyful. It is. It's the expulsion, isn't it? It's like, wow. Apart from that time where I had like a lumpy thing on the inside of my thigh near my gentleman, and she's like, "Pop it, see what happens." And I popped it, and it burst inwards instead of outwards. And within 12 hours, it was the size of a golf ball, and I had to get it actually cut open by a surgeon. Not doing that again, and I've still got a scar now. It was my fucking... Well, it was my fault for listening to her, shall we say. It looked like I had 3 for a while, and the sad thing is the boil was bigger than the other 2. This little bit of tidying just make up for not being able to pick up the beer balls in the... Kelly, it's hard to even explain how correct you are there. It's driving me mad. But I don't know how sobering... I don't think we've got it available at the moment. I'm like, it was costing me too much to try and work out how to fix the problem, so I'm just not going to now, I think. We just have to live with it. These are exterior. Yeah, we'll call these exterior. Exhaust manifold. I like this stuff. I think it might benefit me to only throw things away if it's failed. But I don't know what things have wear and what don't, right? Like, I don't know whether new things have wear that didn't before. Oh, this is like yeah. We'll put this stuff over here. This is like suspension and that kind of thing. Brake master cylinder. I mean, it's in the engine compartment, right? So it can be over here. Behind the tree. Tried that tropical Pepsi. It tastes like the mango one with a little splash of pineapple. You couldn't taste the peach at all. Or the chemicals representing peach. Yeah, that mango one was alright, actually. If you have to drink it. I'm absolutely saving after this. What are you? Front link. Well, that tropical stuff. That's it. Actually, I think that's... No, we'll call that suspension. Wiper motor assembly, that's inside the engine bay, right? I'm enjoying this purely because I can hear snow crunching under my feet and it's delightful. Yeah, when I get new boxes now, I can kind of just throw shit down here as if it's like a dump chest area and sort it out when I've got a bit of sunlight. You can go there. More gearboxes. I feel like every box has a gearbox in it. See, this is another manual 5-speed. Be nice rallying with 5 gears instead of 4 like in the Satsuma. I think I've got to save building the vehicle. Cheeky, don't look!
Tvåt, bye.
Okay, goodbye. Cheeky's keeping himself pure. He's just come in to insult me. Cheeky, welcome to the stream and goodbye. Thank you for the bits. He's made his appearance. He must have been worried that I was going to go a whole stream without being called a twat. Sure thought I'd have had you covered, Cheeky. What is that? It's got a lump on the back. That's different, isn't it? What's that coming off the back of? Why has that got... Well, they all have. Okay, it just wasn't sitting right in the snow, I see. Okay, what we got here? Another centre console. Has this got an AFR gauge on it? No, it's just oil temperature, pressure, amps, and a clock. I guess if I've got a clock on the centre console, I don't have to focus so much on having a clock on the dash on here, and I can have one that's got maybe a rev counter or a speedo and fuel and stuff. But I kind of like the fuel in the middle. Like, that's a nice one, but because that's a rev counter, fuel, and if that's a rev counter, fuel and oil temperature and speed. And if I have a clock on the centre console, because the centre consoles, at least these two are both the same, then maybe this is more of an ideal centre console, right? Because I've got a rev counter on it and instead of a clock. But I've got to watch it all the time, so... What have I got in the current one? Yeah, look. I've sacrificed a clock. Yeah, we'll swap that out. What are you? Clutch pressure plate we have, right? It's over here next to the gearboxes and stuff. Exhaust head. See, they're a bit beefier, look. I don't know what they are. I missed the day looking at someone else's notes. They kept writing SQRT over and over again, and I had no idea where it came from. Turns out they were looking at V_T and thought the V looked like that symbol. They wasted so much time trying to figure it out. Is this for college? The R bear, exactly. Oh, square root. I see. I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to make the leap. Sorry, shaft sprocket. That's what this is, right? Yeah. There's just a ton of this stuff. What we need is somebody to move into the dump and buy scrap off me. Imagine some guy with a little stand. Don't have to give me much. Just have a little stall there and take it off me. Like a womble. That's what we need. We need a womble to move in. Is Squirt actually the name of one over there, kitten? Stuff like Tab. Tab? These are all American brands. Squirt. That's Futurama, isn't it? No, I believe you. Brother used to drink Tab. That was bloody off. What? So it was a thing over here as well? Sorry, gear leaders. Tab. That sounds familiar now you said it, actually. Wally Womble. Why are we not getting a remake of the Wombles? While we're remaking Short Circuit and all of that. I've nearly run out of stuff to sort. Sad currently. I don't like how my scrap pile is suddenly more organised than my garage. Tab was novel. It was what teachers drank in elementary school, and the kids would get one every now and again. Your teachers didn't drink whiskey? We actually had a history teacher that used to go to the back of the... He used to put his head around the back of the curtain while we were watching a video or something. You could hear the filing cabinet rattling, bless him. Squirt was made from 1938 to 81 before it was purchased by A and At, is that who folded into Cadbury Schweppes? So it's the same merger that ruined the cream eggs as well. Bloody broken Britain. Why is it only history teachers? Must be something about that curriculum that's killing them. I used to think it was funny when we were kids, but it's kind of massively tragic and sad, isn't it, really? Right then, final piece. And yeah, my scrap pile is tidier than my actual garage. Shit. I had an teacher that would come to class drunk. One of my mates was in a pub and got caught by her. She asked him where he was supposed to be, and his answer was her lesson. Shit. Poor bastards. Have you seen the state of teaching? I mean, this was like 30 years ago. In a different continent. What do I... I've got some bits I can put on the car, which I might as well... Do you know, I'm thinking I probably shouldn't put bits on the car in daylight. I should save that for the night time. So I'd rather... If I have driving to do, that's probably better to do in the daylight, right? Because at night, I'm thinking of daring pushing... Because the car's already fucked, right? I've already had like 35 physics bugs that have ruined the exterior. So maybe we'll come back later and carry on building. But what am I going to do about this money situation? I feel like the playthrough's kind of in jeopardy, because if I get a heating bill or something, we could pray that Sothan's in. Journalism teacher was high as a fucking kite. Journalism teacher? Got punched by one of the coaches one time in the hallway, so I've still not a clue what that was about to this day. Got punched by another teacher. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. While there's a little bit of daylight, I'll nip over to the dump and we'll collect Keelue bottles. And then we'll go, because that batch is done, I think, over at the apartment. Hello, game? Excuse me? This has a choke, doesn't it? Yeah. Actually, wait, I should save, shouldn't I? Yeah. Actually, after all of that fucking inventory work, I'll go save. Which will make this start a bit easier as well, which is kind of a cheat, but I don't want to have to do all that again. As satisfying as it was, repeating it might not be so much. Surprisingly, none of my teachers were much for that kind of thing during hours. The most drama we had was a teacher had tattoos, and also a teacher had sex with one of her students. Oh, so light stuff compared to a bit of alcoholism sort of thing. Journalism was an extra. Oh, I see. Right, I'm just going to save, and then we'll come back in, and then we'll go to the dump. This is probably going to burn some sunlight there. There's a rumour that an English teacher that I had absolutely adored was doing that in our middle school. I was so sad when somebody told me not to go to his house for after-school stuff because I really liked it. Well, it's in your best interest in his best interest to be likeable, right? After crap. I shouldn't have said that. I should have said, Jeff, cut that penny from the... Cheers. The Shadow Doomhaus shouldn't have to say that. Red carded a few months later. What does that mean in like a legal sense? Did he 2-foot tackle the woodwork teacher? Take a while to save late. Middle school, holy shit. High school is fucking awful and they are POS nonsense. But middle school, I've said nonsense now. Oh, I've said it twice. Jeff, cut that from the video. Cheers. Right, back in. Let's go to the dump, get some Keeley bottles. And pray that our dear friend Sothan is there. Although, Sothan has been paying less for Keeley lately, and I don't know what to make of it. Speaking of Sothan and Keeley, Thursday when you sold it to him, it was 80 and 70 marks he paid. Pretty sure when I watched back Wednesday, he gave you 140 and then 130. But I was in the shadow Doomhaus, so I couldn't say anything at the time. Yeah, well, I was just saying that something's changed there with that, and I don't know what. It's like I can't. What am I doing? Coffee. I can't work out what might have changed there, or what I'm supposed to learn from it. Like, is there like a limit per, or do you have to drink to get full price again? Maybe if you're trying to come off alcohol, the game has a system where if you're coming off alcohol, you get less money from Sothan engaging in alcohol because you have to drink with him to keep the price up, maybe? Sorry, what you're supposed to learn about homebrewing alcohol and selling it to an alcoholic, what you're supposed to learn is economics. No. I'm leaving my job as a taxi driver, Sothan. I don't need to know about this. So I can keep my unemployment benefits, I am actively ignoring the current job so that the taxpayer, like poor old Benuminimet, can fund my rally lifestyle. And I'm desperately trying to think of a way to make that morally just. Yeah, as I said, I think there might be a system there where you have to drink with him to keep the price high. Therefore, if you want to solve your problem, you kind of cut off from the QU racket, right? What's a Tim Tam biscuit? There isn't kitten, no, but for some reason if you save and come back in, this card just starts automatically. Which is not my intention behind saving and coming back in, it was more to keep the scrap pile, but a little bit of a bonus, right? It's not impossible to... Could have swear that lit up then, I thought it was aliens. It's not impossible to start it without the block heater, but... Yeah. Tim Tams are a biscuit the Australians swear are the best biscuit to ever exist. Why are they upside down? Oh, it's the ancient aliens, it's true. Cheeky saw him in game once, but I've never seen him in 1,000 Hours of My Summer Car. I never saw the aliens. It's a good biscuit to be fair to them, but foxes or even digestives, they're the best. Yeah, but they don't know about good biscuits in Australia, do they? They can't import stuff. By the time it gets there, on the rickety old steamships, they're 4 months out of date. Oh yeah, the ancient aliens are in Zimbabwe in this game. Do you not pay attention to the TV there? The number one source of information. Actually, before I leave, I'm going to do something sensible. I'm going to go and get the lantern. And then we can better sort Gubbs out at the dump. Cat's good afternoon. Come with me, lantern. You know, in the first game when I got really good at constantly taking the thingy out with me at all times, the helmet. Like I wore the helmet. I got so nervous about losing like Gindra and Jerick towards the end that I would always wear the helmet at all times. And I got really good at making sure it was always with me. I need to get that like mental connection with leaving the house, but for this thing instead. Because carrying this thing around, imagine things being visible in my winter car. They certainly don't make tea lights that stay on for that long these days. And this thing's running out of batteries, isn't it? Hey, what's that? A little sticker on the glove box. Lovely. You've got the radio, but it's really quiet. The winter is coming, the winter is coming. That's a bit of a stark statement, kitten. Paul Revere looking ass. I really hope I got that reference right and didn't just make an ass of myself. No, he wasn't talking about winter Paul Revere. He was talking about this really handsome race of people from Western Europe. Fuck that taxi. That's the taxi's biggest crime. Alright, I better gun it so this car warms up. Auger, yeah. Big Western Europe. So I'm hoping that the car warms up before I die. I should put the blower on, shouldn't I? So it maybe does. My body temperature is dropping. I need the car to warm up and fast. Body temperature dropping. Shit. Oh god. Stublet, stublet. This might be me dead. I might have just died. I didn't risk anything. It's been fine usually. Right, let's just get out. It might be cooler warmer outside than it is inside. Okay. Push. Okay, body temperature's going up. It's not going down just yet. We're alright. Is it warming up in here now? Yes. Alright, we're fine. Just stay calm. If you panic, all the blood rushes to your head and you die. Alright, we're warming up. Good. Now. Handbrake's on. Handbrake's off. Okay, so I can't reverse. Can't drive forward. Right, we are in a deep hole at the moment. Do it for the scrap pile. Right, let's have a look at the situation, shall we? Luckily, the car warmed up just in time. Now, it's very steep back here, and very steep that way. Let's push it that way maybe and see if we can drive downhill and onto the ice road thing. I'm in a deep warm hole. That's a big lump there. I mean, I'm not going to get much momentum to try and climb up this hill because that's steep too. Okay, I should have concentrated while driving. Observation number 1. Siddles, welcome to the stream. You're proud of it, you know you are. Go to Chaz's Discord where one of his mates put that today's National Blah Blah Day. Guess what today is? International Day that nobody celebrates day. Is it Pancake Day tomorrow, by the way? It's not, is it? No. That'll be next week, I think. Which is an actual one for those that are wondering whether I'm getting involved with the International Gibberish Day. Is it tomorrow? It's Tim Tam Day. Is it Scrove Tuesday? It's actually Pancake Day tomorrow and Gwynblade's not mentioned it yet. Should we get a nurse, maybe? I have to take these sandbags out the back, don't I? Is that going anywhere? No. That might be drivable, maybe? We'll be fine. Scrove Judy. Judy can't fail. Alright, are we getting out of this? If I can get it up onto that sort of bit more level snow. It is tomorrow. Oh god, Gwynblade's not mentioned Shrove Tuesday for the first time. Somebody check if his chair's wet. I think this is pushing. Oh, it is. It's pushing at a good clip as well. We're nearly out. Lovely. Timmy, welcome to the stream. Caught the grocery delivery driver stealing off my porch. You've got him on camera. Ooh, you might be getting some freebies coming, Timmy. Get that reported. What was he stealing? A conifer or something? A couple of pot plants. Right, we're on the way out. So if I stand still, you can see the car moving. Look. It's the exhaust blowing. You won't get this in a vehicle that I'd made. Still the swing. Weed roaches out of my ashtray and looked around for other stuff. Still weed roaches. I suppose if you take enough, you can get a free joint out of it after 100 houses, right? It's a lot of effort. I know he's probably here and listening right now, but I like the idea that Sothan saw that I was dying and said, "Why did you risk this in full capitals?" Then just turn the monitor off because he couldn't cope with watching watching it happen and play out in real time. What does down bad mean? I always thought that meant that you're like you're in love to the point where you're making silly decisions. Does it mean something different? It just means desperate, huh? Porch swing weighs about 200 pounds. I ain't taking that. Shrill, good morning. I know, I don't know what the problem is. We spent like 7 days or something getting 2,000, and that felt long, but this is just ridiculous. We've just got to believe. We've got to keep trying. It's almost as desperate as this situation in game where I got my car stuck. I mean, desperate. I'm going to treat myself. Down bad is slang for infatuated or overcome with romantic and sexual desire to the point of losing one's dignity. Not bad. Good old Stubbler. Could be worse. I know, I could have shivered to death, right? Try doing this when it's -40 outside, yeah. Never never heard it used that way personally. That's the thing, right? When internet slang's very specific, it only takes a couple of people in a couple of circles using it in a different way or misunderstanding or whatever. I'm not saying one's right and one isn't. And before long, it's been watered down like crazy to the point where it's lost its original meaning. My God, I finally managed to get out of that mess. Okay, this is very, very stuck right now. And I can't keep spamming it. Spamming the engine. The second you let off and let the tyres connect, can you get out and push? Leave me alone. Okay. He did turn his mind. If you were AFK, so then I've been just sat at the back of the car pushing for about 10 minutes. It's all since the crash, at least. There's your proof, yeah. Don't blame him. Right, it's moving a bit more now. We had a joke that you couldn't face watching after you saw that it was likely I was going to freeze to death and just turn your monitor off and refuse to engage with the bad thing as it was happening. I think this is going to hit the tree that's at the end of this like little gully. I don't know. But I still think that's far too steep for the saw bit. Maybe if I just like auto walk and just keep moving the mouse until... Yeah. So rate the stream so far from 1 to 5. Fucking hell. See, this is why it's better watching in the shadow, Doomhaus, instead of live. You can skip this. What time is it anyway? Where's the tree? We're still not up to the tree. And that still looks far too steep for the stupid shit saw bit to be able to drive up. The tidying was pretty satisfying to make up for all this mess. Eventually it's not going to start, is it? Tell you what we'll do. I'll not try and put loads of revs on, I'll just slowly increase the throttle. Oh, it's fired up itself. So glad you didn't stay home and build the car. I know, me too. Well, I had a bit of daylight. I could just go home and get the tractor in the morning, I suppose. I had a bit of daylight in order to take advantage of it, but it turns out it's my summer or winter car. You can't take advantage of fucking shit in this game. Alright, are we walking home? Yeah, the tidying was satisfying to make up for this, at least. Now to hope I can get home. Let's auto walk this and I'll just hold sprint. I have set off in the right direction, haven't I? Anybody else a little nervous? Yeah, the lantern paid off in the end. Right, calm down. We'll have a calming cigarette, I think. In my summer car, this would have been nothing, but suddenly, I'm in a lot of danger. I can see the tree wall on the right, and the ploughs. I'm going in the right direction. We're fine. I'm actually navigating by the fucking stars. What is this? Temperature's fine. I assume if you're sprinting, your body temperature goes down a bit slower, right? Still can't see the house, though. The walking helps keep... Yeah, as far as I know. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've ever proven that, but... It makes sense logically, right? So I can only assume. Still no sign of the house. Sorry if you could hear me chewing there. There was Thomas Frank all over the stream. There it is. There's the home. Lovely. Don't let the grok get you. What's that? That's some kind of Finnish Baba Yaga. Alright, we survived. Well, I suppose we'll work on the car and go get the fucking sorbet in morning. Heaven forbid I thought I could make some money. Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be dead. Ah, welcome home, everybody. It's nice to be back. Yeah, I need to take the lantern everywhere I go from this point on, in whatever vehicle. Imagine having to do that by navigating with the stars alone, because I wouldn't have even been able to see the floor, would I? Alright, let's have the radio on. I suppose we'll work on the car for a bit, and we'll sleep, and work on fixing the sorbet. And the more time we spend here, the more likely we are to get a couple of phone calls as well. If I could get a log job, big profits, and that would fix most of the things in the short term, and we can go to Salty and buy a lot of fucking parts we can't technically afford. Do you reckon I'm safe pushing the car into the garage now? Because I am working under it as well, aren't I? I've just got to be confident. And it's not like I can damage the bodywork any further than it already is. Am I even pushing it?
Perkele!
Okay, never mind, it won't even push. Fuck this game. Lantern, I need you again. I wonder why it won't push. It's been pushing in the past. I can push it sideways, but not forwards. Alright, old friend Lantern, let's have this fixed. I don't have the sorbet to put the lights on so I can work on the... God, I've got too much fucking hair at the moment as well, it's winding me up. Is it poking out under my fucking... It's actually long enough to poke out under the hat.
Mutta omituisen muotoisia ovat leiviksi.
Yes! Velcro toe. Right, what am I going to do without the sorbet here? Fucking hell. Look at it. It's hard to put into words just how, like... Just what? Fuck, I need to cut it all off. It's not like normal hair. Put that away. Meanwhile, everybody's going deaf in the tractor. Tell you what, we'll use the tractor as lights. Or maybe spin it around and aim it at the thing. Shit was all over the place. Like, it's not ideal wearing a hat every day on stream, but it's more preferable than having to find a way to stop myself looking like a pillock with all this hair. Right, let's point the... She's still up. Well, I'm grateful that I'm... Yeah, very grateful for that, but... Is that full beam? I don't want full beam, do I? I don't know if the tractor has full beam. But this is the best we've got. That'll do. Alright, we've got some light now. As well as a far too loud radio. Okay, let's make some fucking progress on this vehicle for once. I can't push it into the garage, so let's... Big beautiful hair. Everybody knows it. Is this the one that I said I wanted? I think it is, right? Yeah. Let's have this put on. Is there enough light inside the car to do... Oh, perfect. Alright, let's go fetch the spanner set and get some stuff put on. I could put the fuel tank on, we could do all sorts. And then in the morning we'll go get the sorbet. And just pray that I get a phone call or two. That is if the phone is... Is the phone plugged in? Yeah, but it looks weird in here with the tractor light. Yeah, the phone's working. Siddles, phone for logs. Right, let's swap out this dashboard then. I need another piston, don't I, so I can actually start putting the engine together. Like, I'm not intentionally... Fuck me. I'm not intentionally dodging doing the engine. I just don't have the parts for it right now. I need a piston... Like, I'm kind of locked behind putting the final piston in. Unless we just run it with 3 pistons, which would be terribly not sensible. This game's weird. There seems to be a... There seems to be a bunch of parts that you don't need to, like, get the click thing to attach. Well, you don't need to get the check. Have I just put one in that hasn't got a radio slot? Fuck me. I don't know if I actually did. I might have backed over the pile. Right, hang on. Which is the... So, I kind of like this level of customization, though. It's a good thing. Oh, I did nearly... Did I back into all of my... Right, one... I need... It's fine. Correct me if I'm wrong, but... Couldn't you punch that out in real life? Yes! Maybe in game as well, possibly. Who's driven all over my nice...
Joo, ei jaksa kattoo sun naamaa.
Yeah, it's not that one I want, is it? Is it this one here below me? Because I wouldn't mind one... That's not revs, is it? That's time, fuel. I actually don't want any of these, do I? None of them are preferable. The only two that I can put the radio in... Oh god, I'm going to have to go start collecting them again. I did say it, yeah, but I've just put it in and suddenly it's not the one I want. Am I losing my mind? I have to order a bunch of new ones. What's the most preferable? Top one, right? Because this one's perfect, but it's not got a radio slot on it. Let me see if I can knock it out. No. It either has a radio slot or it doesn't, I think. So this one, I suppose, is second best. It's the clock that's the unnecessary bit. Not that I'm going to be able to use the radio anytime. So, oh, I've got to wire all this up blind, haven't I? Shit. No, it's not too bad. I think I just need to stand up the gearboxes, don't I? Right. I ran around the block there, only to end up exactly where I started. So we want that in. See what I was on about? Swollen dog. Tank it full equals 500 RPM, easy. We'll just guess the stats, right? Got a bit of a problem. I do have a bit of a problem, that's true. Schmitz, welcome to the stream. Yeah, and she refuses to oil the door. Schmitz, however, good morning. Okay. Alright, I've turned back to the demon drink. I think it's necessary. Get some WD-40 for a birthday. What was an oily birthday present? You know what? That tidying that I did at the start put me in a good headspace for the stream today. But it's not going to last. Any more of this bullshit and we're in trouble. Don't want you keeling over mid-salt. It'll be stress that gets me. Alright, it's 9 PM. So for those just arriving, I got the... I sorted all of the gubs out and everything looked good. And then I set off in the sorbet to go and get some Keelue buckets and stuff. And immediately got it stuck. I think it was Sothan's fault. Let's put the fuel tank on. If it's anything like my summer car, this was like 7 sevens, I think. I think it's important in life to not remember the key moments. So sorry, it's good to not remember important things, but remember the bolt sizes from a video game you didn't like 5 years ago. Okay, fuel tank goes under here, I could only assume. Given that's where the fuel cap is. Look at the dents, the massive gaps in the bodywork. So there should be a space here for the fuel tank, right? Which should click under here. Here. You would think. That's a small fuel tank for such a big car. I mean, that's not direct. That doesn't have to, I suppose, be the fuel line, does it? Oh, did I see it then? Yes. Okay, we've put a component on the car. Are you 7.7s like you used to be? There's no reason why it should be. It's a completely different car. So that's the inline bolt that connects the fuel line to the tank, right? At least that's visible on this. It is, in fact, not a 7. What do you reckon? 10? Huh, 10. So it seems to be less about attaching directly to the chassis and more about brackets here, look. So maybe it's not as many. There's one there. Maybe it's just 4? If it's more brackets instead of, like as I say, direct attachment. Might even be just 2. Yeah, exactly. It'll be drinking it, won't it? Because there is actually no fuel line. It's just going directly in. Right, where on these brackets? Is there no more bolts? No? Something there, but that was a bit further forward. That can't be just 2, surely. Attached. Let's get the spanner set as well. Where the fuck's OBS go? Am I invisible? Hello? There we go. I much prefer looking at this car in this new colour. It's not even the colour that's necessarily nice, it just matches the stupid roof. Right, that looks inline, so I assume it's going to be one of these. No. No. If there was a flag guide that released, very similar to the first game, genuine question, for those that intend to watch a fair bit of this playthrough, would you prefer me to work it out blind, so the knowledge is my own, or get the guide like we did for the first game? Just the flag guide on the wall, nothing else, no googling. I think I'll love this game even more if I don't use it, frankly. Just even... as frustrating as this bit is. Once I've worked it out, I'm never going to forget it though, right? They did the guide for the wiring, so it would you cheating a little bit. Do you reckon it's not something I could brute force? Trouble is, the first few times I built the car in the first game, I used the guide on the wall because I didn't know anything about cars, right? But then every time after that, every time I had to do engine rebuilds and that kind of thing, only in rebuilding blind did I learn anything, right? It's like people who use sat-navs. You do a journey 10 times with a sat-nav, you don't learn it, do you? Or not near as good as doing it once by finding your way. Maybe that actually doesn't need tightening. Looking at it, it doesn't really have as many polygons as a normal bolt, does it? Alright, that doesn't feel terribly correct. B-Ray, welcome to the stream. How's it going? If you played My Summer Car, you should be right. Yeah, I'd imagine so, right? We'll find a way. Put this on. If you hit a brick wall, you'll know. Yeah. Just whether I'm too stubborn to learn from it. Don't know. Paula, good morning. It's like you... Exactly, yeah. Exactly. And it's like Googling information, right? In games or anything. You don't learn... You learn like 5% from Google than you would from trial and error, do you? This doesn't feel safe. I'm just putting bits on the car that I know go on it that I don't have on it currently. That's felt unsafe. Whole of good morning. So and I just keep going. I mean, the good thing about this place is unlimited patience, right? And it would be nice to serve as an example of... to be on the very, very short list of people that have beat it without resorting to that, right? Can you put the handbrake on without the brake lines? Let's try it. I really want to get working on the engine, but it's the... I need another piston. I'd go to Alkarion and buy one. Yeah, it's not the brake line, sorry, the brake cable. Oh, there we go. So, 2 bolts. What size are you? Maybe the talk show's finished and we can put Finland FM back on. Let's work from the bottom. I think these were small in my sort of car. I should just call it in summer and in winter, shouldn't I? This also used to fly off every time you used it. See, it's not got the handbrake cable connected to it, so it's not going to do anything, but at least it doesn't fly off. Good. Put the handbrake on so nobody steals it. Gear lever, maybe? Oh, I called it a gear lever. I'm sorry, everyone. What time is it? Midstream break time. Can you slot in there? You're local, welcome to the stream. I do. You have to be pretty stupid to not be able to work it out just from that information alone, though, right? Is that like the fun bit of information that people go to streamers to try and get them to do? Surely nobody falls for that. Alright, can't put that on yet. I wonder if there's a centre console that is more specific to this gear stick. Like, well, yeah, that's a good point, because the automatic ones have square bases. Is that a thing? I'm going over to the scrap pile. It's my happy place right now. People might, new to the game, might fall for it still. Suppose if you enjoy that, why not? Right, this might fit because it seems to be a similar shape. Why is that massive? Am I blind, or is that 50 times bigger than the one that was there before? No. Alright, midstream break time. On a scale of 1 to 10, how successful... I feel like all the success was in the first 5 minutes. With the big sort. Shit. I need to turn the light off. I meant to turn the radio off. Good. Let's go rescue the sorbet in morning. What's on the roof? Have I dented the... Have I dented the roof so bad that the interior light is poking through the... Radway, welcome to the stream. Probably are missing a part. Always. I mean, I know I am. I'm guaranteed you're local. I don't know if you could tell with your very astute brain. Radway, you're in charge of the midstream brain. I'll put the TV on so you. That's like a. I think I put the TV on for the midstream break like you do for a dog when you're going out. I'll sit nice and close so it damages your eyes. Right, I'm going to go grab a drink and I'll be back in 2 minutes. I like that Y from Bear. Fucking hell, I'm messing about now. Right. Christ, that's loud. Best midstream break you've ever had. Right, final 90 minutes of the stream. I need to go rescue the sorbet. What's in this can? Go. Okay, that was a mess. We can fix this. Sorbet is currently stuck. Is it too late? Oh, damn, it's 1 a.m. I need to get on with this. Let's sleep until... Not 9. Sleep until 8. Like that. Then that should give me enough time to get up in the tractor. Sort out all my stats, we'll call them. Then we'll get to the tractor, we'll get the sorbet. If I can get the sorbet running, we'll take the sorbet to the dump to get the Keelue stuff. Then from the Keelue... You know what I'm on about. Radware, sorry, Pat, welcome to the stream, says Tropical. 6-4 says Pepsi Max Cherry. Azar says Fizzy Orange. Schmidt says Boring Lemonade. Bear says Twisted Fruit. Sid says Pepsi Max Mango. Radware says Ginger something. Shaggy Dan, good morning, says Dandelion and Burdock. Either Shaggy Dan's playing a survival game currently, badly, or he's just had terrible news from the doctor. Which one is it, Shaggy Dan? Break it to us gently. That took you some time. What, reading Shaggy Dan's message? I was formulating the joke. Sothan says Cloudy Lemonade. Shaggy Dan's been cursed, yeah. Some girl with long hair and a white dress is going to crawl out of his telly and chop him. Paula says ginger beer. Oh, it's nice being an alcoholic again and just leading into it. Who needs self-improvement when you can have the easy life? That's a lot of fucking guesses and the finesse. Yeah, it didn't seem to be making a great deal of progress, Radware, and I was spending like 25 minutes of every stream laid on the bathroom floor pissing in a circle. Cut your losses, right? There is a chance that it just might not be in the game right now. How would you forget Professor Peppy? Right, Sorbet Rescue Team. Let's pull the tractor out. I've kind of reversed over my perfectly clean inventory system. I've made better decisions. I need money, though. But the phone won't ring. And I've given up on the taxi job. I could go to the cash machine and get some cash out. Just like survival money or whatever. Trying to survive the third blood moon, and here I am talking in chat instead. I can barely hear you over all my fans screaming for me and my friends yelling at me. It's not even 9 AM. A good exhilarating start to the day. Good luck, Shaggy Dan. What you need is 35,000 spikes. Okay, you're all part of Sorbet Rescue Team. I hope you've got the outfits. It's so dumb that one false move. What, like, I assume I was reading a message from Sothan in chat, because that's usually what causes crashes in video games. And it changed the course of the following hour on stream. We still haven't managed to catch up to where we were before, and a whole day's passed. So it's down here to the left somewhere, right? I assume it's slowly slipped back into the hole that I managed to rescue it from. Is it here? Where are you, Sorbet? Oh, we were never getting it out of there, were we? In the cold light of day. Is that a bit long? I think that might be a bit too far. I'm also concerned about getting the tractor stuck in the same position. You're nowhere reaching this far, are you? Maybe? How good's the handbrake on the tractor? Let's test it. Oh, that's steep, that's steep. Hold, hold, hold. Okay, it is sliding. Got Brian Harvey myself in my own tractor. just to remind ourselves of the mess we've got ourselves in so far today. When everything goes really well later on and I've won the lottery, we'll remember the time we were in a bit of a sticky situation earlier. Right, we're still connected. Put it in the low box, put it in first gear, and pull. And thankfully it's still warm in here, so it hasn't frozen over. Well, we'll leave that there. And I'll take the tractor home. We'll walk back up to the saw bit, and then we'll get in, and then we'll drive to get the Keely Eustace. And we'll maybe go to PSK. Not that I can afford to buy anything, but I might be able to take some cash out. I don't know if you can withdraw cash. Didn't we work out that you can withdraw? But I can't remember. I think you can withdraw. We did it, I think. Wait, that's if I can get the Sorbet to start in its current position. But I wonder if there's like a stack, because the windows haven't refrosted, have they? So I wonder if the engine hasn't refrosted, like there's some timer or something. It'll still be warm from yesterday. We can just get back in it. So that's the word that means withdraw. Okay, thank you, Beth. Does it mean out by any chance? Is that the connection? Oh. Or like the root word or something. You know what, everybody? I might have knocked over everything, or I might have crashed into everything, but it didn't all knock over. Whew. Lovely. Trim what? Busy. Got my car stuck. I don't do anything quick. I'm north of 30. You know what? I'm just having a nice pleasant walk in the snow. I'm not going to run too fast because I might get sweaty. We're good. I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with S. Satan, Jesus. I thought that was a difficult one. Alright, never mind. Somebody give Satan the best possible name in Discord. Orange. Speaking of which, I haven't updated the scores from Friday. That's 24-20. I'd like to come in now and say that the Oranges got a point in goal, but it was a draw. So no point. But I'm not tabbing out to fix it while auto walking. Right, Satan's up. I spy with my little eye something beginning with T. Is it twat? Just because Cheeky can't watch. No, it's not twat. Tosspot? Tosser? Gotta go through all these. T. Telegraph pole. Far too polite for that. Bullshit. Dark. It is actually telegraph pole. Alright, I'm up. I spy with my little eye something beginning with T. I've gone obscure with this one. Brace yourself. This might take a while. It's not turnip. Paula! Whew. Damn, you've got the eyes of a hawk. Alright, Paula, you're up. It was tree. There is actually one on screen, you just can't see it. I paid for this video game, just for the record. Yeah, it's behind the woods. I spy with my little eye something beginning with road. You know? I went a bit obscure. Whoa! Damn, we're good at this for high-level players. I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with W. Too good, yeah. This is worse than G, I guess. W. Satan! Too polite, my ass. It's not wanker, it's not wood. It's not Willy. You people. Ray. Be Ray. Do you know what I mean? It was wires. Absolutely sensational work. And we're here. That's filter time. Well done, everybody. Because apparently this place can't just have a nice bit of silence for a while. Imagine, we could have just had this there. If I didn't start flapping my guns, we could have just enjoyed a nice pleasant walk with just this. But no, this place hates silence, apparently. Have I not got a button to hide the chop counter? I have. Amateur stream. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. This is where the sorbet won't start. Because it's been sat.
Jumalauta!
Whoever that is over there is probably the guy that's cutting the logs for me over at the... Whoa, the sun exists in Finland. Beautiful. Look at it. Please start, sorbet, please. Please, for your old pal. Oh, I'm fogging up the windows. Turns out that was the solution trim. Okay, alright, we're fine. Am I freezing to death in this stupid shit cat? I am. I've got to wait for it to fucking warm up again. Am I in danger of freezing to death? Again? I need to just drive fast. Oh god, am I in exactly the same frigging position I was in before? Maybe we can turn it round and drive it home. Let's turn it round and drive it home, we'll be fine. Everybody's relaxed. My body temperature suddenly tanking isn't anything to be afraid of. That's ridicule you're thinking of. Just run in a circle. Right, let's turn it round without stalling it, without getting it stuck in a snowbank. I might have done exactly the thing I said I shouldn't have done. Okay. Let's drive it home. Hopefully the fucking thing will have warmed up. Oh my god, we're shivering. Car, if you could warm up, please. I don't have the blower on, do I? That would help. Oh, I don't have the blower on, apparently. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, we're still alive. Nearly home, we'll get in and we'll warm up. Oh, there's a shiver. I don't know how long you've got shivering. It could be 25 minutes for all I know, but I'm not risking it. Oh dear. I don't know, it's a good question. I imagine once it's off the bar, it can't be that. You can't have that much time.
Voi vittu.
Oh, those were the days. I'm sure I will. Eventually. But I find it hard to believe I'll ever love any other car in this franchise more than I did the Satsuma. I took a real liking to that piece of shit, as you can tell by how glowingly I talk about it. Right, we'll warm up now. How cold is it out there? Minus 15, 14-ish, that's not terrible. It's killing me how slow the progress is on this car. And the worst part is that the phone won't ring. That's what I was about to say, the phone won't ring. Please, please, please be logs. Please be logs or something good. Please. Yes! Yes, I'm coming, I'm coming. Yes, sir. Anything. Perfect. Alright. It wasn't logs. It was shoot you true. But that's changed things slightly. Maybe we'll use this bit of daylight to do that shit. So I could do both, actually. Anybody fancy loads of poo? Alright, fuck going to the dump. Which other people's dump are interested in. Nice. Car's warmed up. We're alive. The sun's up. I've got like 2 minor parts put on the car. Loads of poo is your name in real life. Did your parents look at you the first thing you popped out and thought, I know the perfect name for this? Which one was it? Now we'll find out when we get to town, won't we? It's fine. I need to do these ASAP. Like, I can't be sitting on the one in the southeast and not immediately do it, because I need to... Because the second you do it, it starts the timer for the next one, right? I don't think this is like my summer car where these people were filling entire septic tanks. 2,000 litres of shit in like 5 days or whatever they were doing. But you would think their logs per day would increase. How did I miss that turn off so badly? It's actually the head nurse. My name was supposed to be Not Loads of Poo, but she scribbled out the not. Doctor's handwriting, you see. Blakely fits you better. Since you said that somebody's been calling you Blakely so far, I keep trying to make an Indiana Jones joke fit there, but I can't. I just can't get the formula right. Oh, this is the life. Look at this. This is what the slightly abusive midwife ordered, isn't it, so then? I do like this now. It's got loads more angles and stuff. It's like the perfect feature for the Lake Road. Oh, it does. I was about to say, I'm sorry for the noise. This thing doesn't have a 5th gear, then switched into 5th gear and changed my tune. Better start slowing down, hadn't I? What time is it? It's noon. I should have enough daylight to get this shit stuff done, and then... Do we keep some money in our pocket for new parts? Because Salty's got another 50 boxes ready to pick up. Or at least ordered in the last couple of days. Or do we try and be a bit more sensible with our money and not keep pushing our money as far as it'll go regarding buying new parts to the point where we're actually in financial trouble? Because I bet there's bills piled up at home, at the house. Reminds me a bit. A kid I used to tutor was related to Blake Lively, as a famous actress married to Ryan Reynolds. They sent a message to Ryan Reynolds' Twitter account at one point and was immediately blocked because it was assumed he was a bot or a scammer. I know, so he sent a message to Ryan Reynolds' Twitter account saying that he was related to Blake Lively, and it immediately looked like a scam. Hi, I'm a relative of your wife's. I bet they get that all the time, right? I got one similar from an account called Windblade or something, saying it was a relative of mine, and I assumed it was a scam and just fucked it up. Would you like to invest in a tin pot Welsh football club? Would you like to make a lower league side, the Qatar of Wales? The PSG of Wales. Probably a good call. Yeah. Had 2015 after his name, so he could only be 11. What are Wrexham doing this season anyway? They're not going down, are they? But they're also, I think, a consolidated mid-table. So I've not even looked. I look at the top and the bottom and nothing in between in that league. To the fringes of the playoffs. Shit. At what point, though, is this a bit too much money for him to be able to back? Because it's not like the Saudis or anything, is it? There's got to be an upper limit at some point. Santa's Welsh, right? Do we have any other Welsh people? Because at the moment, with a sample size of one, I just assume that Welsh people sit to the right of Siddles, or to the left of Siddles, I suppose. Yeah, the whole country does. On the edge of his bed. Oh God! Brakes. I'm so glad to be making some solid money. Taxi's still here. We've not lost that privilege yet. I should really take everything I want out of the taxi, shouldn't I, if we're just going to let it disappear. All the Welsh are currently in mourning from the thrashing at the weekend. What, in rugby? What the fuck happened there? Right, I know a lot of people don't like that bird. But I think it's needed at the house. Because it's rather quiet at the house at the moment. Right, well, taxi. I don't like you. I've never liked you. And I'm willing to say goodbye to you. Because it's just not profitable enough. So I'm going to take my beers and I'm going to say goodbye. Don't ever call me again. For that taxi. Six Nations results a bit odd, to say the least. Is it every year? I know absolutely nothing. Explain like I'm blind. So, that's not Six Nations, that's the Fenerbahce sequence. turn the thing off, shouldn't I? What's the bet that Sothan's in now? I've got no... No, wait. I might actually be able to deliver him some Kilju if he's in. Please.
Vittujen vittu.
Never mind. Let's get shit sucking, shall we? Which one is it then? It is... Oh, it's the guy... I'm parked on his drive. Perfect. Scotland gave England a slapping. Who's like the favourites or whatever in this thing? How do, pal? First NPC I've seen all day. Looking well? You look like a friend of mine. You drink like him as well. I'm here to do your shite. I can't really afford to go down southeast, can I? I should get this thing started, shouldn't I, before I start messing about. I know it was always not Italy. Right, we're going to have to just cope with this noise, everybody. Brace yourself. I forgot the glow plugs, bear with me. I wonder if I don't need to let the brake pressure sort itself out. I could suck shit without waiting for that. Just turn the engine on, crank the hand throttle, and... Because I don't have to worry about the brakes, do I? We might be able to get this done in record time. Then again, I'm going to have to pay to get it emptied.
Saatana.
Much better. So this is going to fill it. That's unfortunate, actually, because I can't go to the southeast, can I? Maybe the next bit of money I get, I'm going to have to use to unload this. Would anybody care if I was to just spray shit all over PSK Park car park? I think it was an 18 grand environmental fine I got last time I accidentally let the poo out of the shit truck. How strict, mate? Yeah, but kid, maybe the people that come around and check this stuff, maybe they don't work during winter. Police would. Yeah, I can't really afford a fine, can I, with my 183 marks? I want to get some more bits from Salty, but I can't afford it. Oh my god, I'm freezing to death. Sir? Yeah, I've seen the police once. I got caught on the main road. But only once. Whew, I have to sit in here, sorry. Chaps. Yeah, I know you wouldn't care, but I mean, I was just trying to move on to speculating whether or not... Alright, mate. Thank you. Nice to see you. Can't wait till there's more NPCs added to this game. It feels like it's lacking a lot of character in that regard. There was an update today. Can't decide if we debrief the poo mechanic fully.
Jumalauta!
I don't think so. Cats, I can't think of anything that was discussed. I'll just leave the pipe in. We'll sort that out another day. Right, I've actually got some money now. Let's go see if I've got bills to pay and stuff. There's not much traffic though. There's not much traffic through there other than the occasional wanderer and some kid driving through. Yeah. I wonder what the update's put in. It was a sizable one. I wonder if fucking Teffelgren or whatever's been added in. Well, if I can't go and do that other shit suck, then let's go and get the Killiu bottles. How about that? Lovely. And then maybe I could come back and sell some to Sothan. I don't think I've been to PSK in like 2 streets. I've got no radio either. The people on Discord that used to post every changelog have been slacking. Maybe it's a massive update, and that's why they've not posted it, because they're busy typing the sheer amount of shit that's been added into the game. I suppose I could go and check at PSK if we get time. There might be something new in there. I feel like that's the place to go, right? The notice board in there. Imagine. See, when you play blind, you don't know whether these updates are really tiny and inconsequential or monstrous. Shall I waste this valuable money with Scotty? Oh, I forgot to mention, before the stream, I updated the to-do list a bit to be a bit more realistic. So the top left stuff is the things that I need from Salty, but the bottom, I think I've sort of laid it all out in relatively achievable goals comparatively. So the first goal is to just build the car. That's the first major goal. God, Bear's crashed his bus, of course he has. One thing Topless didn't fix. Mina's on the bus, just sat there. First goal is build the car. Second goal is start the engine, because I feel like without a guide. And then I need to do 1 lap of the lake. That's like that's a lofty goal, we'll call it. And then from there, obviously, we need to get the car inspected and start prepping it for the rally. And then, obviously, those goals are pipe dreams right now. Well, is there anything that I should put on there? We obviously need to get Scotty's max bet up to see what he's willing to gamble at the top end. But if you're about to suggest anything taxi related, then I refuse to listen to a single word you're saying. Have I got the handbrake on? What's that light? Oh, that the lights are on. Does anybody else that play this game somewhat like agree that the headlights on the lower setting are better at night than the full beams? Full beams are a slight bit too bright on the floor, and it gives you a bit more distance view, but it ruins your nearsighted view a bit. Like that, look. For some reason, I prefer the slightly more modest car lights. Stress driving this car after what happened earlier. Give me some welly up here. Don't slip, don't slip, don't slip. Don't like that like humming noise that the car's making. You hear that? It's so bastard. No. Tap the brakes, feather them. There's a changelog on Steam. Has that been updated 6.4? Alright, for those that are watching, that maybe don't know, I don't want to know what's in the changelog for today's update. I'll go out there and look for it. Who this? Yeah, this is the guy that keeps claiming to be my relative. I feel like I'm in a bit of a stalker situation. I was told to watch out for people like this. Gwynblade, good afternoon, and thank you for 92 months. I'm very, very anxious suddenly. The further out I get in the sorbet, the more likely I am to crash and... Oh, sorry, the more likely a crash is to be fatal, right? Because there's no just, like, tottering home. I vociferously made claims to the contrary, thanks. Things lengths people will go to cut someone out of their will. Gwynblade, thank you for the sub. I'm getting my inheritance slowly through Twitch Prime subs. Okay, let's go pick up Dubs. I think the radio's flat out of batteries now, right? I don't know if I've got any spares in the back of the car. Oh, this thing is skittish. Don't stall, please. Hey Bear, remember when you said good call bringing the lantern when I set off to this place? Guess what? Should I take the couch with me? Where can I put the couch? It's maybe better here than it is anywhere else. Like, if I'm stuck all the way out here, I'd rather have the couch here. I do like how the Keeley bottles are all in such a nice little pile now, though. Watch that be the only thing that Topless put in this new patch. I wonder what saving does to your temperature. I keep worrying about saving in the outside areas, like at the back of the pub or at Alcarion's or here. Because, like, does your body temperature just nosedive if you save and come back in? The temperature of the car definitely would, so I'd have to warm the car up again. Are there any buildings that you can access that are open at night other than the pub, assuming PSK has closing hours? PSK is 24 hours, so that would work. Yeah, PSK is 24 hour. Which is kind of overpowered. That's the thing that makes me feel like there's no day-night cycle in this game. The darkness and the fact that you can get anything at any time. But I suppose he has to kind of... If he wants to make the message about PSK ruining the town, he has to kind of showcase that Birmingham was never going to be able to compete with something that can stay up 24 hours a day, right? But yeah, that's open 24 hours. I don't know where else you could put it, because like you say, it has to be inside. But having a place to save at PSK is not really that worth it, is there? Because you can save in town. Fucking windscreen.
Jumalauta!
Is the cat? Am I not warming up? Why am I not warm? Why is my temperature dropping when I'm in a warm car? Okay, it's better now. Oh, Solly lives at PSK, yeah. Salty, Shaggy Dad and Mazak, they're never allowed to leave. Okay, car's warming up now. That's what's going to screw me. Some car heating mistake. And if you think about it, once I get driving the Rivet, I'm going to have to make sure that the heater is functioning. Because otherwise, if that breaks on me when I'm in the middle of nowhere, I'm just dead. There's a lot to be afraid of in this game while I'm talking about it being easy to get food and stuff in the middle of the night. Right, where to? Back to the house. We'll check PSK, see if there's anything new. Is there anything I need while I'm at home? I'll get a new classified magazine as well, and I'll see if there's some control arms and stuff that we need to get the suspension finished. And a piston. I would go and buy from Alkarion, but that guy's, you know, he might be dressed up in a new fancy colour, but his prices haven't changed. Neither is his attitude. Probably told you this before. We once broke in to the McDonald's in Stuttgart. Is this a banana story, I think? Surprised a handful of Indians sleeping on the stand-up table. What? You broke into a McDonald's and there was Indians sleeping. No. Oh. Just save that. I'm worried for a second there. This saw bait, I don't know what's wrong with it today, but it's so slippy. Was that before or after Stuttgart became a never-ending construction site? Cold. What's Stuttgart need construction for? The city of culture in it or something? God, it's so nice to see other life in this game. It does need more life, doesn't it, this? The day we lost to Argentina 1-0. Oh, you wrecked it. Bloody football hooligans. No, wait, I'm on the internet, I need to call it sports ball and then wink at the camera as if nobody's ever heard that before. Don't stray to the left. Get taken out by Bear. He finally gets the bus out of the ditch and smashes straight into the car and ruins an entire run. There you go, look, and the police passing places are still very much where they used to be. Yeah, we have seen the police on the top road, right? I feel like I had a breathalyzer test in my winter car, but now I'm confused whether I'm mixing up memories. Or maybe it was an old VOD or a clip or something, I don't know. There's definitely speed cameras though, but I think I've been breathalyzed. Maybe they were just a bit less frequent. I feel like it was on the North Road at some point, 6-4, right? Sounds familiar? Heading to Alkarion's for some dastardly reason. Might have been when I was taxiing. I'm not going to put fuel in this. I'm kind of mostly here just to check whether anything's changed. Well, I could get some batteries for the radio. You do need batteries right now. Yeah, but this is... I can't really afford to do it money-wise, can I? I need to save my money in case a bill comes in. Let's have a look how much is in the bank. Anything different in here? There's nothing on the notice board. the coffee machines were working, I'd like that. Let's investigate. 8402. Let's check the balance. See, that's alright. Is that that's leaflets, isn't it, look? See, leaflets get me 400 marks. And that's not a bad thing to do. Whoa! The taxi jobs paid me 355. Maybe it is worth it. On the day I gave up being a taxi driver. Is that rent, the top one? Oh god, maybe taxi driving is worth it. So that's my rent at 525. And with housing benefit and the leaflets, I can pay my rent. Got to take 500 out. Did I just press the wrong? I think I might have pressed the wrong thing. Yeah, that's alright, yes. Can I confirm that? Take the card. Okay, good. Yeah, I think it was that full leaflet run. Yeah, I remembered right at the last second. Right, we've got some money now. Is there anything new in here? Salty, is there anything new? She doesn't say anything. So buy one of those. It's all still looking rather plain in here, but I do need some food. Don't need any new kill you ingredients to it. Let's buy some more sausages. I'm going to try and be a bit careful though. Maybe buy some chips, because then they're not going to spoil. And in an emergency I can eat them. Without the oven or anything. 66 marks. That's good. That's including a classified magazine, isn't it? There is nothing new here, is there? But there is a hell of a lot of shit to pick. Yeah. No, I'm not picking stuff up. We'll get the tractor and come here all at once. Does the coffee machine work?
Satan.
Like, if you could come here and just get coffee, that would be lovely. Any of this functional since the update? There was something there, wasn't there? That might have been that I saw flashing up. The only thing that's new is your 45 boxes in the back. Salty, welcome to the street. I'll be back for them, I promise. When you see a tractor cresting over the horizon on its way, you know it's time to get the boxes ready. But alas, not just now. Okay, so nothing's new here. Right, pray Sothan's in. I've not seen anything new at the house. There is a chance that this patch is just bug fixing. Or like minor things. Right, so we're at 1667 right now. That should be enough to pay any bills that come our way. You should be able to kneel underneath a mustard pump and feed yourself like you do at the water pumps. Yeah. And it somehow makes your problem go up. A box emote is needed for this game, yeah. Hopefully, touch wood, we won't need to rely so heavily on fucking boxes for very long. Oh, I forgot the heartbreak of last week where I read the sign at the bus stop that said the party was on at the usual time and then went there and it wasn't there and I was very sad. Cinderella couldn't go to the ball. Right, Sothan's in and then we'll go home. If Sothan's in, we'll get him some of this heal you dropped off. If not, we'll go home. Or maybe sleep. And I can actually park the fucking car here this time. because I can reach the handbrake in this, unlike the taxi. What do we do about the taxi having paid 350 marks or whatever it was, though? Is the taxi worth it? I just feel this like crazy pressure because you either use it or lose it with that thing. Right, please, please, sort that in. Please.
Vittu.
You're letting me down, Sothan. Enormously. Sort the problem out. Let's put some tunes on.
Täällä. Kuka siellä? Sä oot Teemu. Mistä sä oot kotoisin, Teemu?
Tim, just say. Oh god, it's the radio show again. The radio contest thing. I'll empty the Keelue stuff out onto the floor here. Then we'll drive on. I don't know why I feel like this, but it feels like the telephone at the house rings more than the one at the apartment. Ring! Bang! Actually, I might not have paid the bill. Oh no, it's ready. It can ring, it just won't. Does anybody else miss the days of me lying on the floor pissing in a circle? Gonad, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I've been a keen lurker of yours for a while, Gonad, but I'm suddenly not watching while you're playing this because I'm back in and playing it blind. But god damn, this game is abusive. Everybody should be following Gonad, by the way. There's just something specifically brutal about just slipping, just gently slipping off the road, and suddenly you're trapped. It's dark. You can't move the car. Pushing doesn't work. You're quickly freezing. I was worried, you know, that Topless Gun would like fill it full of quality of life changes and that kind of thing to make it a little bit easier, a little bit more approachable. But I'm very happy to discover that he's gone in very much the opposite direction. Oh, goddamn batteries, yeah. I was going to use the classified magazine, wasn't I? That'll be alright. Seeing as he's not in, we'll just throw some Keelue shit all over the place. It's like accidentally ordering a 2 CBT appointments at once. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised given the retirement home where Uncle is. If sanity becomes a thing in this game, although I suppose that's what the problem meter functions as, right? Alright, let's go on. Without the radio. Do I buy... Salty, are you available to sell just one box? Oh, you fuck. Maybe we'll just treat ourselves to one package. It happens going. I think it happens a lot more in small like game communities like this, right, where you're always ending up raiding into one or another, and you find yourself there alone, you know. Welcome, Gonad, and everybody else. Do we deserve a treat? Why? What are you planning, kitten? You've not got 3,000, have you? But we do. Oh, I see what you mean. We deserve it. Yeah. It's been a difficult day of sorting endless scrap metal and getting stuck. Thing is though, it kind of needs to be a cheap one, but if I could get that lower control arm, or that upper control arm for the front right, it'd be like Christmas. What have we got? 25 minutes left. You've got 29.60. What is that? Some kind of super ice cream? It's got just shy of 30 flakes sticking out of it. Oh, I could go for a 99. Bet they didn't sell ice creams with chocolate sticking out of it in Finland in the 90s, did they? I'd eat it, but I won't be able to carry it. Right, let's just pray this is a cheap one. I don't feel like ice cream would be that big a seller. 99 costs a 10 of these. That's a cheap one. Salty, yes.
Satana.
Does the concept of penny sweets still exist? Sure, they were like 50p each now. Not to fall back on the British tendency to use Freddo bars and penny sweets as a mark of the economy falling to pieces. Speciality. Yeah, but if you're in a speciality shop, it probably costs more than a penny per sweet, right? Right, I've got my one box. I need to save the rest of the money for bills. Let's just pray that there's a control arm in this 90 mark junk box. I bet they're all speciality shops where you're from, kid. Oh, I used to like that one as a babe. Penny sweets was like currency. Some old bloke sat like coughing and spluttering and smoking over all the sweets on the counter. But you get 20p from your mam, you'd bargain for 25. Then some kid would spend £2 on it, and you'd be talking about it for 2 years. You had horribly racist ice cream. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Was it Azzy posted something ghastly? Was it Azzy? Was it? Yeah, I know what you're referring to. God, I really wish this saw a bit of the radio. It's probably better you don't, kitten, for the record. Oh, I should have picked leaflets up, shouldn't I? I've just had it proven to me that leaflets are pretty good when you've lost your unemployment. And then I go and wander straight into... Oh. A drive home that I could have filled with leaflets. But I want to spend the last, like, 20 minutes getting some actual stuff put on this car. It actually feels like going the only reliable learner I can think of right now. Saying that, it's all I've found so far. I don't know if there's any more. We'll get to it when we find it, I guess. Is that the one, Cats? Yeah, it might be. AI makes the best ice cream. You forget your kid's name. It does feel like that when you get north of 30, right? If you learn something, you have to get rid of something. It's like a full hard disk. Actually, saying that, that's bollocks. I seem to remember every single bolt size from my summer car, but I can't remember appointments and stuff that I booked yesterday. I need a piston. I'll carry on, get me a piston. Give me a freebie for all of our years of hard work together. Like that time you smashed the car up and threw it all over the dump. I can remember the code to install Windows XP, but I can't remember what I had for breakfast. Yeah, exactly that. Weirdly, We had that. Didn't we have that discussion about that code on Friday? Was it you that was talking about that, Cat? I feel like that's the second time that's come up this week. How, for some reason, everybody remembers it, and IDKFK or whatever it was. We did, yeah. Shit. It's the example of something you can remember. If it worked for badges, IDDQD, but IDKFD or something was... One was God mode and one was... Yeah. IDDQD is the no-clip cheat, which is the... IDKFA was ammo, that's the one. I remember a lot of the special moves for a game I don't think anybody else... Did anybody play a game for the Xbox? For the original PlayStation called Vigilante 8? It was like Twisted Metal, but not as cheesy. IDSPISPOPD. There you go, Katz has got it as well. Probably list a bunch of WoW quests in the retirement home, but forget everything else. Oh. Yeah, for some reason I've got a lot of the special moves memorised in this Vigilante 8 fucking car game for some reason. That really stuck in. And obviously all of Blanca's finishing moves in Street Fighter, which was just B B B B B B B B B B B B B. That one was relatively easy to remember. I remember song lyrics for about every song that came out between 2000 and 2015, but if you ask me something about my childhood, I'll draw a blank every time. Song lyrics are brilliant for that. Tekken as well. Yeah, for some reason I know every bolt size in my summer car, which might come in handy. Right, if I was going to get bills, let's have them now. Now I've finally got some money. God, if ever we go back to my summer car, it's going to be awful not having that lake road. Up, 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 down, down, left, right, B, A, start. See, why do we remember all this stuff? You look unfamiliar. A phone bill, there we go. Maybe the damn thing will ring. I haven't heard those songs in ages. But do you ever get that when you're sat, some song comes on or gets recommended or whatever, and you think, this sounds really familiar? Do I know this song? And you have to work out whether you've heard it before or whether it's something new, and then suddenly you find yourself singing every fucking word, and still can't remember the name of it. Still can't remember the name of it. What was that? That was my box. What, the Toy Joy? Did they put that code in there as well? They're up to cheats. I guess now they're just called mods, right? I'm the opposite. I can't even remember the lyrics of songs I've heard 20 times a day for years. God, I had a girlfriend like that once. I'm going to age myself, but it was when Where Is the Love by the Black Eyed Peas came out. We were like 15, 16. And she really liked the song and she really wanted to sing it all day, but she couldn't remember. It just wouldn't go in. And we had to sit there and go through the fucking chorus of that song over and over until it went in, and she still never managed to crack it. It's like 4 lines or something. Lyric blindness. Played a little tune if you did the Konami code on it. That's kind of neat. Right, we're home. It's 9 PM. Today has been a strange day. Nothing has quite gone as planned except the item part sorting thing.
Perkele!
Oh dear. There's one thing you can guarantee in this stupid shit, it's the loud song jump scares. Mum used to get so mad at me when I was in school because I could remember the songs but couldn't remember schoolwork even after I studied for hours. Oh god, we've got the loud song off Finland FM's talk show. Mum used to get so mad at me. Yeah. That's why people say you need to use things like mnemonics and that, right, to remember. Oops. The Fisher-Price Game and Learn controller. My cousin and I could quote the first Shrek movie word for word. Holy fucking hell, lights are a bit bright. They made us do line dancing if you arrive at school early. We'd be sat there line dancing and going through the Shrek script. But luckily we don't have to worry about kids behaving in this strange way because they're all absolutely choking their attention spans. I'm going to leave the sorbet running for a little bit. Let's put some shit on the car and I feel like I need to treat myself. Oh, good afternoon. Just watch someone Google classical music and then add copyright free. Remarkable. See, that's what I should be ramming this radio full of, isn't it? Right, what is it I needed? I need an upper control arm for the front. Pray. Okay, there's a lot of shit come out there. What did I get? Seat, we don't need. Rocker cover, we don't need. I don't know what any of these axles are. That one's Electronic Arts. That is a duplicate at least. Still remember the password to log into my uni computer for some reason. I remember everybody's phone numbers in our little village as well. I don't even know my own at the moment. I've not changed my phone number since 2001, maybe? Oh, imagine if this is the instrument panel as the... That's not a bad one. Nah, it's still got a clock on it. I want speedo, rev counter, and that bullshit in the middle, but then a slot for the radio. No idea what the fuck happened to us because we were completely useless and couldn't even form half a brain if you put us together. The internet's ruined us. So I remember 2 out of the 3 of your dad's work. That's what the number plates. Is that a control arm? Oh, it's a rear upper. Hey, that's alright though. I think I did. Did I need a rear upper? No, I needed a rear.
Jumalauta!
Shit. Another duplicate. That'll be alright, probably. With 20 instrument panels before I got the right one. I think it... Like, I kind of... Because the centre console has a clock on it, right? So I feel like it doesn't need a clock. Also, we don't have to beat somebody up for the watch. It would just be rev counter, clock, fuel in the middle, and a hole for a radio. Is it too much to ask? Evidently is. And a control arm's too much to ask as well. And a final piston, because I don't want to pay full price. You forgot all the landline numbers, yeah? They made us you remember your social security number. You remember my phone number. Stop looking at me like that. Alright, I've got to put some stuff on the car at least. Or at least attach some engine components or something. In fact, it's too dark to be sorting shit out. Let's just throw it on the floor for now. We'll do a little bit of a tidy at the start of every stream going forward. All this big shit was in that tiny box. It's like the TARDIS from Star Wars. What was in the present? Nothing that good. I thought I had a upper control arm that I needed for the Either an upper control arm for the front or a lower control arm for the back, but it was none of the above. Annoyingly. Right, we've got the pedals in, right? No, I haven't actually got the pedals in. Let's install these. Star Wars, it's Babylon 5, you big bitch. Huh, attaches up top. How many bolts is there? Look how we've got pedals. I need this Valheim music really badly. Turn this off. You can turn it off and leave the lights on, can't you? Do you know what I really want? I want there to be some magazine where you pay like 20 grand or something to have a block heater installed at the house. Imagine how good that would be. You've forgotten all the landline numbers. So have the people that need logs, it turns out. Kind of fitting is this. That kind of fitting is the superpower you unlock by mastering squares inside of a square packing cat. 6'4's a Tetris champion. He's the one that's packing these boxes. When he's not dealing with the rally, he's filling boxes for PSK. Have I not saved? Have I not saved this? No, I saved after the thingy earlier, didn't I? I've one sausage. As you can see, my attempting to sober up has I've given up. I'm assuming it's just not in the game. Don't let me know if it is or it isn't, by the way. Okay. Tetris is for noobs. Is Tetris 20 years older than Og?
Perkele!
Might be. Right, what's next? I need to feel some success. It is older than me, but the fact that it's 20 years older than somebody. First Russian version was maybe 1984, so it's 18 years older than... Jesus. Right, what have I got that could go on? I still need this last piston, don't I? We can attach these two, though. I just need to feel like progress is being made. They wobble around in the casing, though, these pistons now. Look, that's a low quality one as well. Have I maybe fucked up by putting the... Should hear how old chess is. Chess was chess... I thought chess was the N64. Why are the pistons not coming in? I have to do them from underneath here. Because I put the first piston in. The thing I worry about is the pistons had numbers, didn't they, in the first game? They don't seem to hear. Why aren't they going in? The one on the left I put in with the crankshaft attached. But you need the crankshaft in to attach the fucking things anyway, don't you? Why are you not going in? But chess on an old DOS PC. So it's at least from the 80s. Oh, that worried me then. Alright, we'll put them pedals in a second. I forgot to bolt the pedals in, I've just realised I was too busy going for a drink. Let's go sleep. Do I actually get a proper night's sleep for once? I think I can afford to. Battle chess, yeah.
Ai.
Hey, that's a point. I wonder about the PC in this. Oh, frick, I've overslept. I've wasted 2 hours of daylight. Like, maybe at some point, don't tell me if you know, by the way, but maybe at some point I'll get a notification that says that the PC's ready to be ordered. Chess originally released on the Z3 in 1941. The Z3? The BMW? Oh, I threw all the food, didn't I, on the driveway at the apartment? That was foolish. Okay, I can't work out... I can't work out this piston problem. I might have to take the crankshaft off and put more pistons in. But if that's the case, then I'm even more hamstrung by not having the correct amount of pistons. I could do so much work on the engine right now. Check that out, by the way. Organised. And it's not in massive piles that probably cause physics issues. Okay, what time is it? I've got 2 minutes left of the stream. Balls. Chaz? It feels an unlimited amount of stuff at the moment. That cost a lot of money. Alright, well I didn't realise I've run out of fucking time today. So I suppose let's get tidied up and wrapped up. If I am to let the taxi job go, despite the fact that we saw it actually pays quite a lot if you do it properly, the phone does not ring enough for me to be able to afford everything based entirely on logs and shit sucks and stuff. Not yet, Chaz. Oh, no way. If this is logs, this changes everything for tomorrow's stream. Go on, be logs.
Hyvää päivää. No minä olisin ostanut silloin noita puita. Tai ihan soptuu heti, kun niin pääsi tuommoon ja hyvin minä maksan, sehän ei oo mikään ongelma. Aina on maksanut hyvin ja tuut puukuorman, niin katsellaanpa sitten jo.
Oh, Siddles. Siddles has saved it. Oh. Just as I was talking about the phone, that is going to do it for today. Tomorrow then, we take the logs, we get paid, we go to PSK and we box. I might be able to pick up like 10 of them or something. Imagine. Right, that's it for today though. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I will see you all tomorrow as I do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday for more of this garbage until it kills me, frankly, which it's doing a good job of. Mina, welcome to the stream. Lovely. Right, I appreciate that. Let's go pick a winner, shall we? In marbles. And then I'm going to go lay down. This has been a roller coaster today. The big sort we did at the start where we sorted all the stuff out onto the drive. Brilliant. Worked really well. I thought I'll just nip and get some shit from the dump. Immediately got stuck. Massive stuck. Nearly froze to death about 5 times. Got the car back out. That was fine. It can't hurt me anymore. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you all for joining. But for those of you in the Doomhaus Discord, let's pick a winner. Let's get out of here, shall we? I'm so tired. Mindright, welcome to the stream as well. Yes, 1.5 hours to shower, dress, get groceries, and be back in time for marbles. And of course, get some beer. It's not the journey, it's the ditches we get stuck in along the way. Truer words never spoken. Right, for those of you that don't know, at the end of every stream, does in the Doomhaus Discord get a marble, and one of the two teams, which you are randomly sorted into when you join, will win the point. And as you can see at the top, I need to update that from Friday. Currently, the Greens are winning 24-20. Oranges. Let's have a good start to the week. Mind right, how are we? There's no moves today, so it's a single point marbles. If you don't know, the Doomhaus Discord is split down the middle between those with green names and those with orange names. It's free to join by clicking the button down below or with the ! Discord command. And if you are in the Doomhaus Discord and would like to take part in today's marbles, you must simply type the password. I will give you a marble, and if yours wins, you get the golden name, of which there can be only one. The sorting hat is on the whack. There's too many greens. We actually did get an orange over the weekend. Cold Cuts, but he said he's not going to be in many streams because he started My Winter Car himself and doesn't want spoilers. Therefore, we got one orange and he's not available to make it. If you'd like a marble in today's marbles, you must be in the Doomhaus Discord, which is marked down below. You must simply type the password, which is logs. Go. Instructions unclear. Got shampoo bottle stuck in bun. As if you ever tried to take it out. Right, we've got Cats for the greens, Siddles for the oranges, Kelly for the greens, Alcarion for the oranges, Agidan for the oranges, 6-4 for the greens, Chaz for the greens, Schmitz for the oranges, Lundios good afternoon for the greens, Polar for the greens, Cats for the Trim, no, doing twice then. Trim for the greens, Monra for the oranges, for the oranges, Sid for the oranges, Mina for the oranges, Augur for the greens, Gwynblade for the greens on his 5-stream streak, Bear for the greens, and Tag Slack for the oranges. Tag Slack, welcome to the stream. That's a tight one, that. That's a tight one. 19 marbles into the race. First person to pick an orange which you want to first person to pick a number which you want to pistol. Go. Slightly shorter than they've been lately. That means you have a higher chance of getting the points you might need to qualify for fucking Eurovision. We have Cat, Siddles, Kelly, Alcarion, Shaggy Dan, 6-4, Chaz, Schmitz, Lundios, Polar, Trim, Mindrake, Kitten, Satan, Mina, Og, Gwynblade, Bear, and Tags like 9 oranges and 10 greens. Figured I'd go fashionably late. Polar says 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Twist and Tumble is the name of the level. 19 enter. 3, 2... Come on, oranges. Let me check if I've got the score correct. Yeah, 24-20. Dougie, Cat, Siddles or Schmitz win this, and they go clear at the top. And the person at the end of the year with the most points, I should say this more often, gets one of these for free, like 6-4 did last year. 3, 2, 1. Bang. Also, everybody stretch. Right, oranges, just do this. Because we are in danger being 4 points behind of them catching up. Polar's gone for his boost. We currently have Schmitz, Shaggy Dan, and... it's hard to say, but there's a lot of orange in the lead on this side. Bear's in the lead for the greens on the other side. The greens do have the advantage, but only by 2. No, 1, in fact, because it's 19, right? Come on, Shaggy Dan, Schmitz, this is the one. Straight down. Oh, what a drop. Trim and Augur got lucky as well. Shaggy Dan nearly made the entire thing then. Alcarion and Shaggy Dan both neck and neck on the way out. Cats tries to go for a skip, but it doesn't pay off. Everybody's fucking dying. Gwynblade and Augur arriving at pace. I feel like there's an upset coming. Shaggy Dan and Alcarion, just don't fuck this up. You do have the advantage. How many mugs are there? You're going to have to send official Doomhaus dirty socks in 20 years when the mugs run out. I've run out a few times, actually. Some people have got, like, Mark 1 mugs. Ooh, what's happening here? Alkirion, faster. Alkirion, faster, because Augur's coming. Alkirion, faster. Augur wins by less than 0.3 of a second. And behind him, 4 oranges. The greens are 5 points clear. See, this is the problem. It's just unbelievable. Great. He did. We just have to prove it, Alkirion. Fucking 5 points clear. What does that put Augur on now? Is Augur tied for the top of the league? Augur's tied for the top of the league as well. There he is. Augur gets the golden name, the Person of the Century of the Day title, a point for his annual total. Sothan the crown comes off. Oranges, we've just got to be deluded. It's the only way we can come back. Alright. Now I'm going to go and get a 3,000. Bollocks. Right. For those of you that haven't seen it, this is the best of January 2026. Enjoy that for those that haven't seen it. Make sure you follow everybody in the description on that bullshit. I think I might have actually timestamped that at some point. I don't mind. Right, the scores then finished 25-20 in favour of the Greens. That was all very nasty and I didn't enjoy it one bit. Thank you all for joining. Augur, congratulations. Good work, everybody that took part. I will see you all tomorrow for my winter car. We've got logs. I'll think about all this after. I was going to start working out shit sucks and sewerage emptying and logs and all of that rubbish. Let's just buy a load of crap and put it on the car and try and enjoy ourselves, shall we? For now, though, Cats, Kitten, Augur, Alkirion, Mindright, Bear, Schmitz, Polar, Tagslack, Gwynblade, Mina, Satan, and everybody else that's been here. I love you all. Let's just go quickly check. Twitch? Can we load? Twitch? I was going to say, if there's anybody from the Doomhaus group that's live, I'm getting out of here. You're all very lovely. Somebody give me a final word. Keep an eye out. Go have a look on Twitch and see if anybody that we know is live and go watch their stream. How about that? I'll be back tomorrow with more. Cats, Augur, and everybody that's back. I'll see. It's one of them days.